Hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. If you are catching, sorry guys, this part of the video you are probably watching on replay. I had to redo going live because it messed up on me. So there's no description in this video, but I will be adding that back on later. So sorry for that. It just wouldn't go live, and then I had to redo it. So I will get that on there though. Come on in if you're hopping on live and say hi. Let me know you're here. Also, if you guys are watching on replay, you can always come in as if you're live and comment, and I do go back and read through all that. So I appreciate you guys getting on, whether it's live or replay. Happy Wednesday. How is everyone doing? Sorry. I'm like, do I want to use this or not? It's a clear primer. I was trying to think of what we were doing, and I just kind of got quiet for no reason, right? All right. I bought this sign from Hobby Lobby, you know, when it was discounted, and it is cute. It says, make your own happiness. I don't know how much it costs, but I'm sure I didn't pay a whole lot for it, because that's, if I get anything like that at Hobby Lobby, I'm usually not getting it unless it's 80 or 90% off. So I try to keep the surface price as low as I can. That doesn't always work, of course, but so be sure and look for those clearance sales at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or if you guys go to any craft store, because those are always usually going on in some form or another. I don't think we need to do a lot to this. I'm just gonna try to cover up that a little bit. Sorry guys, I haven't been able to put much on my page this week. I am watching my three older granddaughters and my youngest one, because mom and dad had to go away for a few days. So I have been having to take them to school and practices, and you realize how much difference there is between when you do that when you're younger to when you're my age. It didn't seem to be as hard back then, but you know, definitely now things are, I just don't have as much energy. So mom and dad get back tomorrow, and grandma will be resting all weekend. That's what I'm feeling like. So, how is everyone doing today? When you guys hop on, be sure and say hi. Let me know you're here. I see Deb on. Is anyone else on this morning? You know, I was going to try to keep the paint off this inside, but since I didn't tape it, I don't think that's going to happen. We're just going to embrace it, I guess. I don't want this super thick. I want it to dry fast. I see Bonnie is on. Welcome this morning. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind smashing some of these just so we can wake up Facebook. Well, maybe. I guess it's telling me I have to turn something on now. I know the iPhones just had an update and maybe that turned it off and you've got to turn it back on. I don't know. It's always something, you guys, right? Just when you get used to something, either your phone changes on you or Facebook changes on you. It's just always something new happening. Okay, I'm going to quickly do one more coat over this, I guess. And we should be good. So, how is everyone's week going so far? I already told you how mine's going. Very busy. I did forget my iPad, you guys. I was like, don't forget your iPad. And guess what I did? I forgot my iPad. So I will probably get comments here and there. But like I said, I definitely go back and read them. So I appreciate your comments. That also helps get this video out there, not just for me, but for Reba, since this is cross-posting to her page. So all of those things help us. If you're new to me, be sure and let me know, or to Reba Rose Creations. I will get that link in my comments. Like I said, it wouldn't go live for me, so I had to redo it, and I was running late, so we just had to get on. I have been going on at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays on Reba's page, but I think it will fit better with my granddaughter's nap time if I do about 10:15. So that's why I came on that time today. And of course, until she starts only taking one nap, and then I will probably be going live in the afternoon. But for a while, this is where we will be at 10:15. So you guys know, every Wednesday, unless something comes up. All right, we're going to go ahead and dry this real quick. Maybe. Is it came unplugged? Sorry, you guys. There we go. If you guys were with me last week, whoops, we did this jar with a new Reba Rose print. It's the red poppies. It's made for bottles, and we fine line crackled it, and we did a few different colors of paint on it. But I really, really like how it turned out. And of course, all these prints are on Reba's website. I do have an affiliate link that I can get you guys if you need it. Hi Sharon, how are you this morning? We're just getting this dry, and then we're going to pick out a print that we're going to use today and have some fun. So if you came on later, this is a surface from Hobby Lobby that I did get in their clearance area. And we're just putting a couple of coats of paint over it, so hopefully those letters will not shine through. Hi Sharon and Connie and Peggy. I already said hi to you. Facebook has been so weird with they keep just scrolling who's watching. It's like I need comments, not who's watching, right? And I apologize for not bringing my iPad in. Every week I'm like, you've got to take your iPad in there. Even a couple minutes before I came in here to get going, I was like, don't forget your iPad. To myself, of course. And then guess what I did? Forgot my iPad, of course. You know, why would you need that? We could do this one. Let me show you guys. I'm going to get a vote. We've got a few that we could do, and they're all very pretty. So we have the sunflowers that we could put in there. We could do this strawberry patch. That would also be very cute. We have a patriotic one. Excuse me, guys, that we could put in there. Let me know what you guys are liking so far. Hopefully Facebook will show me. And I have a couple of barn ones that I've been wanting to do. And all of these are Reba Rose prints and available on her website. So there's this one, which is really pretty. Kind of more of a fall scene though. But we can still do it. That doesn't matter. And there's this one, which I feel is more like summer, spring. So what do you guys like? Let me narrow it down to a couple. And let me see what they look like. Okay, I think I'm putting that one on hold for now. That one would be very pretty. That could be a contender. Let's see what this looks like. That one's very cute. I think I know my two favorites. So let me check real quick. I think we're either gonna go with this one. So if you want this one, give me some hearts. It's not allowing me to do it, but if you guys can do it, hopefully I'll be able to see those. So that will be hearts. If you want the barn one, that is going to be thumbs up. So that's how that one would look. Let me know. Oh, you guys, are you glad we're halfway through the week? I am ready for mom and dad to be home. It's not that they've been bad, it's just, you know, you're not, I mean, they've been really good. I shouldn't say it's not that they've been bad, but it's just that you're not used to doing all this running and taking care of little ones, and not day and night, I guess I should say. Okay. Let's use, I think, the sunflower one. I don't know why I closed up my little tote already, but the yellows and stuff I think really look good with this surface. So at least that's what I'm thinking right now. Sorry guys, my throat is just really dry today. Kind of have a bit of a scratchy throat. Thank you, Connie. I can see your hearts. It finally showed me something. Hi, Melody. How are you today? We're just going to take a brush and some water and go along these edges. If you guys have watched me, you know that I like tearing rather than cutting. You get that frayed look on your edges. So that's what we're doing with our print. And this print is called Welcome Sunflower. It is number 1780, I believe. Yes. If you guys are searching for it, you can go to Reba's website and just look for it, or you can ask me in the comments for an affiliate link and I will get that to you. It doesn't cost you any more. It just gives me a little bit of a percentage for going live and doing projects with her prints and you guys seeing all that and then liking the print and deciding to get one for yourself. So, but you can also go on her page and just go to her website. And like I said, I don't have that link in the comments yet because I had to. I started going live, but then it messed up, so I had to go in and redo it and go live, and that's what I had the link and stuff in there, and that's what messed it up. So yay. Hi Nancy, how are you? Also, if you guys aren't following my page, I'd love to have you on here. And then, of course, if you are not following Reba's page, she would love to have you on there. All right. We're getting there. Getting down this side, and then we only have the other little short side to go. Usually as long as you get it fairly wet, it works pretty good. Hi Diane, how are you doing today? Also, if you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling this out there, that would also be awesome and help both Reba and I out. She's awesome with us as affiliates. She provides us with papers to be able to go live and do this with you, and she has so many designs on her website. Anything and everything that you can imagine pretty much is there. Okay, let's hope that this is gonna fit, but nope, I guess I should have actually paid more attention to that before I did this. So we're going to have to take off a little bit more here on the bottom. The sides are fine. So what kind of projects do you like to do with Reba's prints or any rice paper prints that you've used? What is your favorite thing to make with them? I really enjoyed doing that jar last week, and I will definitely be doing more of those. And we can do different kinds and sizes of jars or bottles. Okay, I think we're good. I've got one little piece up there that's kind of up in the way, but we're going to get rid of that. Yay! Okay, we're going to put some, it's called Pentart Decoupage Varnish and Glue. We're going to put that on there so we can get our print adhered to it. I like just using a makeup sponge to do this. Sunflowers are definitely good. You know, I feel like for summer, it's not just a fall thing. It's only the last few years that I've really developed a big love for sunflowers. I was not that big a fan before then. Once I started growing some in our garden, I guess is probably when I really started liking them a lot. How many of you guys are gardening already? We cannot plant anything outside until after Mother's Day in Colorado. And if you guys are new to me, I forgot to say this, my name is Darlia, and I am owner of Darshade Designs, and I live in Colorado, very near the Utah border. Okay, I think we've got that on there. Hi Sandra and Una, welcome. Thank you all for popping on today. I so appreciate that. Okay, we're going to dry this real quick. Hi Shauna, how are you? Of course you can use Mod Podge too. I've just really gotten the habit of using this stuff. I like it a little better, so. But Mod Podge works great too. Turn on my iron, so. It will be ready for us. Doing pretty good today, just tired. If you guys are just hopping on, I have all my granddaughters this week. The 3 oldest ones, their parents went out of town, so I've been trying to keep up with getting them to school and practices and fixing all the meals, you know, normal things that when I was younger didn't seem to be, you know, such a big deal. But I have to say, I don't have energy as much as I did back then when my kids were young. Okay, we're just gonna lay this down in here. I think we've got it pretty good. I'm going to grab some parchment paper. That's a huge piece. I don't think we quite need it to be that big. All right, we're going to go ahead and iron this in here. Yeah, I really love this print with this frame. So what kinds of crafts have you guys been working on lately? If you were with me on Friday, we were working on sewing an apron. And I plan on coming on with you guys and showing you how to finish it. But like I said, things have been a bit hectic with the granddaughters and grandma. Okay, let's stick these back in there. Because I'm trying hard to keep my craft room from getting like it did before I cleaned it at the beginning of the year, because it was pretty drastic. Took me a while. So we're going to add some rhinestones to this, because there's a lot of places in here I feel like we could do that with, and I think it's just really going to pop our print. So of course I'm going to need some yellows and oranges, and I think we're going to need some pinks. Well, let's start with some yellows first. And this is kind of a lighter yellow. And find a little set of tweezers. Where did they run off to? Hopefully these will work. I wonder where my green ones ran away to. I had them in here. Okay, these will work fine. All right. So that's another great thing about using prints. You can add to them just to bring everything out a little more. We're going to be using B7000. Hi, Cruz. I know when I show you something, it's backwards, obviously. So we're going to go in here in this outer ring of the sunflower, I think, and do some. All right. What are some other things we could do with this print that you guys would want to do to it? You could add some texture to some parts of it. Do you guys decorate a lot as far as Memorial Day and the 4th of July? Do you like to do a lot of patriotic stuff? I felt like this print would be really good for Mother's Day. If your mom likes sunflowers. I have a niece that loves sunflowers, so it would make a great, gift for her. Okay, there's our first one. Hey, Barbara, good afternoon. Can you see that? Do you like that? So we're going to work on some of our other ones too. You just have to put a tiny little dot on. Not anything big for sure. And that B7000 will hold them on really well. And I think I said these rhinestones are from Totally Dazzled, if you guys are wondering. The print, again, is from Reba Rose Creations. All right. And I feel like this could use some darker ones. I don't know about these lighter colored ones, so I'm not gonna, because I feel like over there they're more in the shadow. I'm gonna put some more of these up on this other one, and then we'll change it out. It's kind of like painting. When you're doing it, you get quiet because you're concentrating, right? If you had your print on and you were setting in front of the TV or whatever, you could set and put rhinestones on it. It's kind of like diamond dots, if you guys like to do that. I do like to do those. Okay, there's those three so far. You guys liking how it's looking? Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna go with kind of a brownish color. Oh, actually that's more clear. You look at this one. Okay, it's just a darker, but it does still have those yellow tones in it, and we're going to use that on the ones down here. Have you guys ever tried to get the seeds out of a sunflower? When we were growing them, I decided I was going to do that a couple of times, and wow, that is a huge mess, and it takes a bit of time for sure. So yeah, I didn't do that too much. It's like, well, I could just go get some at the store if I really want them, and it's so dirty, it just makes a huge mess when you're trying to get the seeds out. I'm sure there's probably an easier way than I was attempting to do it, but you know, it's like thinking, oh, this is how you do it, I'll just do this, you know. All right, I've almost got this sunflower done. Thank you guys for joining me today. I so appreciate it. Okay, yeah, that's really pretty. I like that color too. One more sunflower to go. And can you guys see how it kind of makes the sunflowers pop out from the print, and that just adds to the print, I feel. Not that the print isn't beautiful on its own, it definitely is. Do you guys like to put molds around your... I haven't been much of a big putting molds around on my frames and around my prints and stuff, but I was thinking I should try doing that a little more probably. And we could also use them on our jars and, you know, whatever else we would want to add them to. Okay. think we're done with that. Now maybe we'll give our blue butterfly a little bit of blue. Which color, right? I think we'll do this one. Oops. We actually have two. We could have this one down here and this one up here. I think I'm just going to go a little bit around the outside. We're blinging up our print today for sure. It is starting to get warm in Colorado. I mean, we've kind of had some warm days, and then we've had some days where it's cooled off again, which I guess is normal for spring. And then, but I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it's looking like it's gonna get it will be in the high 70s, low 80s, so getting warmer for sure. If you guys saw my reel yesterday, but I showed you the fruit trees and the little apples and peaches and pears that were starting to grow. Wow, you guys, that one does not want to stick down there. Yeah, that's really pretty. So we'll put a couple more up this way. It's always exciting to see things growing. At least I feel like it is. It just makes you feel good that, you know, plants are growing. Won't be long till you have flowers and vegetables and all the things going. If you guys plant a garden, what do you like to grow the most? I definitely love homegrown tomatoes. They are by far so much better than what we can get in a store, right? What do you guys think about the butterfly and the sunflowers? Are you liking that so far? I'm going to go down here and put some on the little guy here. That's down here in these flowers. Like I said, this print really gives you a lot of places that you can add your rhinestones. We have the flowers, we had the sunflowers, we have the butterflies. I would probably use some distress oxide around the edges of my print. Just so it kind of blends in a little better, although it's doing pretty good with blending in. It's not too bad. I lost that rhinestone. I don't know where it ran off too, but it did. And I'll stop doing rhinestones here in just a second, and we'll do something else so it's not just me putting rhinestones on, right? Okay, I just wanted to let you see, which probably most of you have, how the rhinestones just bring out your different items in your print. I will probably add some pink to the top of this one. Wrong thing. Yes, I am having issues getting them where they belong. Okay, let's find like a lighter pink. I like this one right here. And I'll add some to our flowers real quick too, so you can see what that'll look like. I was thinking, what is it going to look like if we do our butterfly in 2 different colors of rhinestones? I think it's pretty though. This will probably be the last rhinestones I do for now. I'm having a harder time picking them up out of the tray. Okay. We have 2 butterflies done and our sunflowers done. And I will probably do something in the flowers a little bit, and I'll probably add a little maybe orange to that butterfly up there. But hi Wanda and Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Okay. So, let me grab the Distressed Oxide real quick. I always change my mind on what I'm doing, or I start adding other things to what I was going to originally do. Let's see. We have some Rusty Hinge. And these are all by Tim Holtz, if you guys haven't used them before. Let's see what this looks like. That might be okay. There's always Vintage Photo, which is definitely darker. I think I'm liking this one better so far. Hi, Colleen. Teresa, welcome today. All right, let's go with this one and see how it looks. test a little bit of it. I just kind of want to get away from those really pretty light colored edges that I've got going right now, so we can make it look a little bit more like our print, like it's blending in better. So I need to get into that edge very well, that corner. And I'm also putting a little bit up here where I painted. To get a smaller brush. I know I had one somewhere, but you never know where it may have ran off to. See if that'll work a little better. Is it that it has a big like edge there? It's not letting me go in there very well. We'll have to maybe use a Q-tip or something to get those corners. I really like how the rhinestones just kind of made it come alive. Gave it life, right? Gave it another dimension, obviously. Don't think I would put a bow on here. I don't know. I don't want to take away from the frame or the print, and both kind of cover that up. Now, if I did have some different moldings, I might use that on here. I'll have to make some up and we can try it on here. See what it will look like. I can show you guys after I do it. All right, I think we've gotten this pretty well. I definitely like that we've taken some of that white out of there, or ivory was the paint color that I actually used, but because we don't want that part to stand out, we want our, print to stand out. So let me show you guys. Do you like that better with distressed oxide and it's not so light? I think it helped. And then when you kind of tear those edges, it gets white too. So I think that helps not make it stand out so much, because we don't want that part to stand out, right? We want this to stand out. Well, let me do a little bit in our flowers real quick, since we're not quite at time. I think we can fit a little bit more in so you guys can see what that will look like. Trying to think of anything else we could do to it. What do you guys think? I could have distressed it or crackled it, but I decided I didn't want to do that to this one. We could also use yellow in the middle of our flowers, but since we've got all the yellow going on our sunflowers, I thought we would just stick with pink. that one's done. Yeah, I definitely like that. And we'll do some on here. And then I'll show you guys. Wow, they're just wanting to stick to all the glue that's on my tweezers now. Just have them all here. You guys have anything planned for the month of May? We are close. Crazy. It seems like April just literally flew by. All right, one more on this one, and I will show you guys. There we go. Oops. There's one falling off. What do you guys think? Do you like that down there? All right, I think I probably will do a little bit more on some pink up here and maybe on this one and down here, but I don't want to keep you guys on here for that. I know I've already done quite a bit. I really am liking how this is turning out, though. It's very pretty. And hopefully you guys can see how that, how those rhinestones just bring out those different elements in the print. So thank you guys so much for joining me today and being here with me. I'm going to go back and read our comments. I might go in and do something on these leaves. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of thinking they need something too. I don't know if it'll be rhinestones, but we'll see. I appreciate you all being on here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And again, you can join me next week here at 10:15 on my page and also in Reba Rose Creations page. And we will do something different. I wonder which print we'll use next week. I don't know. It will be a surprise, but I so appreciate you guys being here with me. I will be on tomorrow, so stay tuned for that post, and also on Friday, just to give you guys a heads up on that. But in the meantime, take care, be blessed, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, guys.